Hey, this is Leah from Freedom and Coffee. Good morning. I wanted to do a quick video on how I make my bulletproof coffee every morning. I get people that ask me a lot, like how to make it, how I make it, what I do. People that have no idea what it is. We were at breakfast last weekend, I think, and I don't normally drink coffee at the breakfast restaurant because it's just the, plain coffee, and I like a lot of stuff in my coffee. So the waitress said something like, well, I know that you drank some of his coffee. And I was like, I actually don't. I'm not trying to steal your coffee. I was like, I don't drink plain coffee because I just have a certain way I like it. And she asked me, she was like, well, how do you like it? And I said, well, I drink bulletproof coffee, or a version of that. And she was like, what is that? And so I hear that a lot, like, what is it, and how do you make it? So basically I was just going to do it very quickly here. I've got the coffee already made, so I'll just explain what I do, and maybe you can try it at home. I really love it. I drink it every morning, and I do it this way every morning. So this is what I've got. It's probably seems like a lot to you, but I've got all of this here ready to go, and it's pretty quick. I just throw it together every morning. So let me get this straight. All right, here we go. I've got my little, this is kind of a thermal insulated mug, but so I start with the milk, and I've got raw milk. True bulletproof coffee doesn't have milk in it, and the reason for that is that people are actually trying to extend their fast from overnight so that they can eat later in the morning. And if you put any kind of sugars or carbs in your body at all, you're breaking your fast. So what they usually do is they don't put milk in it. They might put gelatin, they might put oil, like coconut oil and that kind of stuff, but they don't put milk. I do, not going paleo, not giving up my raw milk, and I love raw milk. I will only drink it with raw milk. That's one of the reasons I don't want to drink it in the restaurant, because they don't have the creamer I like. So I got raw milk here. I'm gonna pour it into my cup, and I've got like less than half milk, but it's a pretty big mug. All right, next I've got gelatin powder. So I try to get an organic gelatin powder. I've just got it in this little container here, and I just take about a scoop and put it in. I do that first so it kind of gets a chance to open up in there. I don't know what is it, flour or something they call it, but just to help it dissolve better. Then I've got coconut oil in here. So I take people put more, but I get about a tablespoon of coconut oil. Just throw it in there. I also do butter, usually. So I've got butter here, and I'll get maybe a little spoonful of butter too. This might be grossing some people out, but it's really good. It's so good, and it's like really filling and nourishing to your body, because butter and coconut oil have really good vitamins in them that are much more easily absorbed by the body than in some other things, because a lot of these vitamins are fat soluble. So it's just really good for you. And like the vitamin A in grass-fed butter is very easily absorbed by your body, and so that's a really important nutrient, and it's hard to get other ways. So basically, except for in like high nutrient sources of animal fats, of which butter is one. So I put all of these. It's still kind of hard. See, it's like hard to get in there, but okay, I do that. It'll be fine in a minute. Then it's getting weird. I got some salt. I get real salt, or like Himalayan salt. You can see it's pink. Yep, just a little bit. Kind of brings out the flavor. And I actually told a guy at a coffee shop that I do this. It's not coming out yet. That's why it's like, no, it's looking like I'm doing it. It's just a little bit. Maybe like a 1/16 of a teaspoon, like just a little sprinkle, right? And I got cinnamon, of course, right? Cinnamon. Okay, sprinkle a little cinnamon. Okay, so I've got my fats, I've got my gelatin, I've got cinnamon and salt. Sometimes I throw in this stuff because it's supposed to help you absorb the gelatin. And silicon, this is activated silicon, it's Gerasol. It's really good for growing your hair, and it's really good for your skin and nails and that kind of stuff. And it works synergistically with the gelatin, which also produces collagen in your body. And we know what collagen is because we usually have it in our skincare or whatever. So just a lot of like things just to kind of help out with all that stuff. All right, so I've got all this stuff in here. It's really hard to see, but I like this for my coffee. It's like one of those Italian stovetop espresso makers. I use this every morning. So I've got my coffee hot already, and I'm gonna pour it in. And this will just help melt all the fats. And so they'll be mostly melted. Okay, so I don't fill it all the way up because I've got this thing and I'm gonna make a huge mess if I fill it all the way to the top. So here we go. I'm just going to, real quick. Okay, so I don't want it to spill over, so I just have to kind of play with it a little bit. All right, so that just mixes everything up real good and super easy. And then you can remove this. So that's what I usually do. I remove it, and then I just kind of rinse it off with the coffee so I get all that good frothy stuff into my coffee. Sometimes I add like a little bit of sweetener, but I usually don't, so I didn't today. And then I just, fill the rest up with coffee so it's good and hot. And now, this is good stuff, guys. Look at that. Hello, super frothy. Really like a super frothy, great latte in the morning. And you can drink this. Obviously, I used milk, so this is breaking my fast. But you can drink this before breakfast and let it kind of delay the time before you eat breakfast, or you can just drink it with breakfast. I mean, whatever. It's really good for you. It's a really great way to have like a filling breakfast in the morning and make your coffee like more nutrient dense. I've had people say, even my husband has said something like, "Man, that takes a lot of time for you to do that." But I mean, think about it. Like if you're gonna go to like the coffee shop down the road, you're gonna get in the car, drive there, get out of the car, walk through the parking lot, go inside, stand in line, order, wait for them to make your coffee, grab it, come back home. That's like 30 minutes. This took me literally like 3 minutes to do, okay? So it's not taking me a long time. It may seem a little involved, but once you get everything, you get your little routine going, it's great, and this stuff, what I put in here is nutrient dense, and it's so much better than what you're gonna get in the coffee shop. I've got organic coffee, I've got raw milk, I've got organic, coconut oil and butter and all these things that are so good for you. So this is what I do in the morning, and I hope it just helps to maybe just give you an idea of what you might want to do in the morning, just to try and see how you like it. So everybody have a great day. Bye.